Hiya too, it's Mrs. Sharples here. I'm here for your Wednesday English lesson and we are going to be writing a character description today. Okay, so I've popped on there for you some ideas of what I am looking for in your writing. To this success criteria, I have used the picture targets to help you be able to quickly understand them. So you must use capital letters. This is the capital letter sign here, look, full stops, finger spaces. Don't forget the most important thing, to listen to the sounds. This one here is make sure your writing is super neat today. And I'm looking for you to use adjectives in your writing to make it descriptive, of course, because we're writing a character description. This jigsaw piece here means that, sorry about that, means that I'm looking for and. So because the connecting, the conjunctions, the sticky words, the like because and so. And then we've got down here, we've got using commas in a list. Maybe you could try and use 2 adjectives in your description, or even to use a comma and an and so that you can make commas in a sentence with commas in a list. Now I've put a challenge at the bottom there, maybe, and I will explain it a bit more in a moment, you could start a sentence with ing. Okay, let's get to it. I'm going to describe a character from one of these pictures here, so listen carefully and have a think if you can work out which one I'm talking about. So here's my description that I've written. The character is brave, strong and tall. So straight away you can see there that I have made a sentence in a list. Brave and strong has a comma, and then you've got an and for tall, listing what that character is like. The character is brave, strong and tall. They are wearing black, sturdy Wellington boots. I've made an expanded noun phrase to describe the Wellington boots, so black and sturdy. Black, sturdy Wellington boots and a grey hat with a soft red feather tucked into the band. Their dungarees are brown and they have a green, white and red shirt. This character usually carries a razor-sharp axe for chopping down trees. So I'm talking about the woodcutter, aren't I? And I've tried to use adjectives like green and white. I've definitely got the capital letters and full stops that we were looking for. Let's carry on. So let's have a look here at this sorting activity. So have a look which one. So if I read them out. Now, if you have got a piece of paper, great. Or if you want to pause it and go and get a piece of paper, that'd be really good. Because if we were in the classroom together now, we'd be asking you on your whiteboards to try and write some keywords, some words down to help you get ready to write. So some of these here you would be able to use to sort them out so that you could write a list for Little Red Riding Hood and a list for the Big Bad Wolf. So I have already put here gentle. So on your whiteboard it would be writing on a piece of paper for Little Red Riding Hood. There's the words Little Red Riding Hood, because your activity at the end of this little session is to write a character description for Little Red Riding Hood. So on a piece of paper, it would be good to make your own keywords list. So write down gentle. Now, normally you'll be asking for hands up, wouldn't I? Which character would be evil? Now, you're not writing about the Big Bad Wolf today, but I don't think Little Red, in most of the Little Red Riding Hood stories that we've written, is evil. This word here says cruel. So which one would you write that for? Cruel. So we don't need that for Little Red. Nice. Maybe pop that down on your keywords list. Scared. Okay, pop that down on your keywords list. This will help you get the correct spellings because it's a list ready for you to use. Wicked. I don't think in most of the versions you'd use wicked. Scary. Kind. I'd write that down on your keywords list for Little Red. Caring. Mean, you don't need that one. Friendly. and cunning. So they already, you're going to have 6 words, 6 adjectives to describe Little Red Riding Hood. If you need to pause what I'm saying to get them down, go ahead and do that. Okay. So describing a character, we're going to think more about Little Red Riding Hood. Let's see if we can think of any more adjectives to add to your keywords list to help you get ready to write. So let's have a think about, if I move my chatting down here for a second. So I have got a picture there of Little Red Riding Hood for you. And so you want to have a look at how she looks, so her appearance. Look how she's got a blue dress, a red coat, soft brown hair. Okay. So blue dress is better than writing dress. Blue frilly dress adds even more information, doesn't it? I'm going to move it up there because I keep looking down. And what else was I saying? So rather than just saying cape, you could say red long cape. So her personality, that's things like, is she kind? Is she nasty? Well, we just talked about that with the difference between her and the bad character of the big bad wolf. You might want to put things about how she is caring because she's going to go and see her grandma. So red dress, here we go. I talked about adding more adjectives to try and make it an expanded noun phrase. So rather than just saying she's got hair, you could say brown hair or long brown straight hair. Lovely, friendly, wonderful, kind, sweet, and popular. So don't forget to be precise about the descriptions. And also, please make your writing as neat as you can. Take a photograph of it and send it across to us because we love seeing your work. Okay, if you need to pause this to write down some of these ideas so you can use them in your independent piece of writing at the end, then go ahead and pause me so that you can write some of these descriptions down. Okay. So let's use your ideas now to help you start to get ready to write by making some sentences together. So you could choose 1 or 2 of the words that you've written down already that describe Little Red Riding Hood and how she is, what her appearance is. So make sure that you're going to now write a sentence, a practice one, to describe Little Red. Okay, so it could be Little Red Riding Hood has. Now, if you're not sure how to spell Little Red Riding Hood, it's there, so there's no excuses for getting it wrong. Okay, it's right. I'm pointing at it, you can't see me. Little Red Riding Hood, okay, has a long red cape and a blue frilly dress. That's a sentence that you could practice writing now. Little Red Riding Hood has purple shiny shoes, but they are dirty because she's been walking in the forest. You know, you need your walking boots or your wellets, don't you? Okay, so if you need to pause to have a practice of writing 2 or 3 sentences before you go go ahead and pause me. Okay, here we go. Right, I need to move my face again over there. Let's see if I can put it over there for you so you can still see me. It is me. It is Mrs. Sharples. So I've done an example here of putting those sentences together, you know. I've tried to highlight some adjectives, the jigsaw conjunction words like and but in there. And I've tried to highlight if I'm managing to do a sentence with an ing at the beginning or even an exclamation mark. So I'll go ahead and read it for you. The little girl pulled her red short cloak over her head and set off into the woods. So I've written red short for cloak and, okay, to join as a conjunction to join them, coordinating conjunction, and set off into the woods. So I've got the capital letter and the full stop. People say she is the prettiest girl you've ever seen, but Little Red would rather be known as brave! Exclamation mark. Okay, so when we're looking at your piece of writing that you will need to send across, take a photograph of it for us, please, and email it to kestrels or owls at finstallfirst, okay, .co.uk. I've put an exclamation mark because the reader could use some emotion there to say brave. When we're looking at your writing, we're going to be looking to see if you're using the sound. So brave has that split digraph A. Now I've tried to, sorry, missed, start a sentence with climbing. Climbing, I've started a sentence with ing. Climbing was her thing. Little Red had long straight hair and was usually lovely and friendly. You could say that she was a very trusting, kind and sweet girl, but she could also be strong and feisty. Okay, so I'm trying to make her sound like a brave girl too. Okay, now I've on the success criteria, I've tried to talk through some of the things that I'm looking for. So the listening to the sound really carefully when you're writing. Neatest writing you can do, please have a go at joining. Finger spaces, capital letters, full stops, adjectives, we write as a wow for you. The jigsaw words are but, so, and, because. These are the commas that we talked about, and writing a sentence with ing. So if I go back here, there's your comma for the expanding noun phrase of cloak, description of cloak. I haven't got commas in a list in there, have I? But you could try and see if you can start a sentence with an ing word. Now I'm going to go back to show you this. Okay, this is what we'd love for you to do your writing on, or you can pop it in the home learning book that you have. We don't mind, but this has the lines ready set on for you, the date and the title, and it's also got the picture targets for you. Please remember to start on as close to this side as you can. Okay, have a go at writing that character description, and please take a photograph of it and email it across, and we'll try and get you some feedback for it. Okay, have fun, work hard, stay safe. Bye-bye. Bye.